Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Movies and Models. I'm your boy KP. As usual, my guy B Moore is in the building. And joining us today, we got some amazing talent. We got my homegirl to my left, Q Williams. Hey, what's up, girl?
Not that much.
And first of all, I don't know.
Oh, I guess I'm just chilling.
Well, thank you for being here.
Of course.
And sitting next to me is a legend like no other. Okay? The man, you. All right?
I'm the model.
Okay. You the model today? My guy, Guy Torry, is in the building. Thank you for coming through, man.
Thank you for having me, man. All good, all good.
Take your time. It's a lot going on.
Can I see a water bottle, Q, real quick? This one, just.
Oh yeah.
Get us together.
Get it together. We got the other water over here.
Yeah.
And it's tough to get it off too, huh?
There you go.
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
appreciate
Why you didn't do that in the first place?
You know me, I'm not as professional as that.
Goodness gracious.
Man,
You're supposed to know these things already.
Thank y'all for coming. Thank you for getting the water sponsor out of here that didn't sponsor us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Those who don't know what happened, that's what it was.
Yeah, we got other sponsors, man. I want to kick it off real quick. I like to, go into some icebreakers.
Okay.
Some quick fire questions just to get, so the audience can get a little feel for you.
Okay. I got one for you.
For me.
Yeah. You know Magoo from Timberland and Magoo? You look like Nipsey and Timberland and Magoo had a baby.
So here's now Magoo is crazy. I never heard
It's the Black
Magoo.
Sam everywhere we go.
Black Sam.
Literally, last
Yep.
night we was out at the 1500 or nothing event, and like 3 people came up to him and was like, "Are you Black Sam?"
And I'm like, no, he's taller,
If we go to any music event, they think he's Black Sam.
which is crazy. And then when I do look at him, I'm like, damn, he do look like me.
Yeah. Mama got some explains into it.
Yeah, everybody, Ethiopian. Somebody was like, man, you gotta go back there, man. You gotta go there. I'm like, go back. I've never been.
They got a little Ethiopia in LA. Go
Do they?
Go a little Ethiopia, yeah.
I go over there, they get to talking to me. I'm like, look, I'm just a Negro from Detroit. That's all I got for you. I'm sorry.
They find your real dad.
Man. Guy, if you could have dinner with any fictional character, who would it be and why?
Fictional character? Wow. Any fictional character? I would have to say, man, the Hulk.
The Hulk?
The Hulk
Yeah.
from Marvel.
Yeah.
As Bruce Banner?
Yeah.
Or when he hulked out? Okay.
Yeah. Just to see what really pushes his button. Because I think I'm hawkish sometimes. I got a little temper.
You got like a temper, like a quick temper.
Yeah. I want to be green.
He doesn't have much of a, it's like, anything can set him off.
Easy triggers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got easy triggers.
I don't.
Oh.
The Hulk did.
Yeah.
I got a few easy triggers.
Okay.
So you're a big Marvel fan?
Yeah. Well, I'm not big, but I like the Hulk.
Okay.
A few triggers.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
One of them rhyme with triggers.
Okay.
What about you, Q?
Any fictional character?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would probably say, y'all know the evil babysitter from the Fairly Odd Parents?
Yeah.
Evil babysitter from Fairly. Okay, give me why.
Yeah.
I don't even remember.
From Fairly Odd Parents, because she was just crazy and she was always trying to get them in trouble. And I feel like I'm the type of person where if you're onto something, I want to know what's going on in your head.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just want to sit down and be like, so why you do all that?
What kind of dinner
Mad
would
at
you
her
have
still.
with her? Where would y'all be having dinner?
Childhood trauma.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta figure that out.
I would probably go to honestly, I go to Red Lobster because I want to get as much seafood as possible, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be like the top scale.
I'm surprised you said Red Lobster. I feel like LA don't really
Right,
fuck with
where you from?
like that.
Red Lobster is
Right? Am I
definitely
tripping?
not like
You know what's funny is this? I just saw a commercial the other day with Red Lobster with black people. I think it's the first
Really?
commercial I saw with black people in Red. And we tear some Red Lobster up.
We are Red
back in
Lobster's main
Detroit.
connoisseurs.
Right.
In LA, people don't really eat Red Lobster
But
like that.
they don't. They used to. There used to be one on Wilshire and La Cienega, and there used to be one in Woodland Hills too. But the thing about it is, Red Lobster filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah, right.
And then now you see black people in the commercials.
You know the new CEO is black.
They need us to save the day again.
The new CEO is a black dude. And I think he's a young black dude too.
That's why he put them.
So that's why I'm trying to get us to go back. We're not going back to Red Lobster. Q is with the Fairy Odd Parents, but we not. Let me see. Favorite childhood snack.
Okay, well, childhood. I was going to adulthood is something different. But
Yeah, give me that childhood. What's back then?
I would say moon pies.
Oh, wow.
Moon pies
Moon
is a
pies.
throwback snack.
Moon pies. Moon pies,
That's a throwback.
annihilators, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Now and Laters.
Yeah. They still have them?
What?
I don't know, but I
They
ate
definitely
that
still
growing up.
have moon pies is out of here. Them
You gotta-
those
you
have
gotta
been
have
discontinued.
You probably
They
gotta go
still
to the
have
hood.
moon
You probably gotta go to the hood to get some
I
annihilators.
only ever had them when I went to Detroit to visit my family.
You only saying that because we from Detroit. You ain't.
What?
You just doing
She
that.
has people from Detroit too.
They're twi.
My mom is from Detroit.
So what's your favorite childhood snack? Even though that was like a couple years ago.
Okay, that's wild. Give me a little more than
What's
that.
that?
Okay.
What's that? Salt, ginger, Venners,
Burners.
Burners.
Oh, so we got a moon pie, oatmeal cream pie.
From
Oh yeah, the
Little
oatmeal, the little Debbie's.
Yes.
Oh.
Little Debbie was the first girl I ate.
Okay. Yowzers.
Wow.
I just love me some
That's
little Debbie's.
crazy.
Wait, Q, where are you from?
I'm from Chicago, but
Okay.
a lot of my family's from Detroit.
Right.
Right now, my cousins live in Highland Park. So.
I'll let you slide.
From some gangster city.
Oh, yeah.
St. Louis, Detroit, Chicago. SCL 314.
And you know what?
St. Louis.
But you know what's crazy? Like moving out, it's off super off topic. Moving to LA, you think LA was like the most tough gangster city because all the movies
Right.
that we saw was
Right.
about LA hood.
And
So
the
I
songs
remember-
and the
the
videos.
songs. So I
Yeah.
remember when I moved here, I was just so scared. Like, don't wear red, don't wear blue, don't say this, don't do that. And then I get out here and tell people I'm from Detroit. They're like, "Oh shit, you from Detroit?"
Right.
I'm like, "But you're from here."
Yeah.
I got my first stand ovation in Detroit.
Oh, nice.
1995, Fox Theater
What's up,
Def
good
Comedy
people?
Jam Tour. Yeah.
Yeah, we're some nice people out
Yeah,
there, man. You know, and we're big on the comedies because we need more of it. We need more humor.
Exactly.
Because this is tough. Yeah. Okay. If you could instantly become an expert in anything, what would it be?
Satisfying women.
Oh,
Straight to the point.
Okay.
Straight to the point.
hey, I don't. Hey,
You ain't
I
learned
mean,
that by now all these years?
Hey man, you'll never learn.
It's
You'll never
always-
learn. You'll never know everything.
You can learn something
It's tough.
new
Yeah.
every day.
It's
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah.
Every day is something new.
It's levels.
And not just sexually, just period.
Okay.
Not just
Oh,
sexually.
okay.
but
Oh,
See,
okay.
I like
The
that.
whole
It's a broad
thing.
over.
Yeah. Sexually, I'm pretty cool on that.
We get some more views, more of you out here, because
Yeah.
we can use that. Just saying, we can use
Yeah.
it.
Okay, what about you?
Finance. The heck? If
That's
I
a
could
good
be an
one.
expert in finance, save the world.
Yeah.
What-
That's a
like,
good one.
Well, like, what would you do for, like, what would be your first, like, active?
I would definitely see about getting as many people off the street as possible, which is such a like,
part.
oh, everybody says that. But no, seriously, we shouldn't have empty apartment buildings and there's like 3 people living up in the penthouse, nobody living under it, and then everybody else living on the street. That makes no sense.
Well, you know how you solve that. I would start with mental illness.
Yeah.
I volunteered the homeless, so
Did you?
yeah, I call them the homies, but yeah, so a lot of it's mental illness,
Yeah.
and if you cure that or deal with that, then our jails wouldn't be so full, and these streets wouldn't be so full, because there are places for the homeless.
Yeah.
It's just that they don't want rules, they don't want structure.
Yeah.
So it's not like there's not enough place for them to go. They just don't want to abide by the rules, the curfews, and can't bring your drugs in there. You can't bring your baskets in there. Can't have sex in there. So they're like, I'd just rather stay on the street.
Yeah, I guess that's true. It's also though because a lot of people don't believe in mental health because they're like, oh well, they just want to do drugs and they don't want to be bothered with
They do
anybody.
drugs
It's like,
to cope.
exactly to cope
Yeah.
with their trauma and all that type of stuff. A lot of us have health insurance or we have family that we can talk to
Right.
about it, and they don't. So it's like, how do you expect them to get any help?
I'm mentally ill.
No.
I am. I'm tripolar.
They say they say comedians.
We are. We dark on the inside,
You
man.
know what I
There's
mean?
me, myself, and Guy.
Mm.
That's my 3 personalities.
So at any moment, you might get a different version of
That's
you.
right. That's right. You never know who's gonna show up.
Okay. All right.
I feel that.
You can switch up mid-interview.
Right.
Okay. All right. One food you could absolutely not live without.
Oh man, I'm gonna let the lady go first. On
Okay.
that one.
Dressing,
Dressing.
Really? Like, wait a minute, salad
Ranch?
dressing or like stuffing dressing, Thanksgiving dressing?
like I guess Thanksgiving, but
Thanksgiving
I didn't eat it for
dressing.
Thanksgiving.
You eat it on a regular?
Yeah, I have soul food on the regular. When I
Soul food spots out here?
there's some,
Yeah.
there's one in Inglewood.
Went downtown,
In the
Fixins.
valley. Oh, I did have
love
fixins too.
Fixins.
Shay.
Yeah,
They don't have dressings.
Yeah.
though.
Cobbler? No, they don't have
They
dressing.
don't have dressing. But you just
So
eating
you
dressing
eat
outside of
dressing,
Thanksgiving is wild.
That's
Y'all not
my-
gonna say nothing about that?
No.
I don't even eat
Dressing is
Thanksgiving.
I don't even know Thanksgiving.
Dressing is
either.
probably, like, the least, like,
Like
popular dish
Right.
what
Let me
is
see
it?
what they-
in the entire
and
soul food community.
Right. Unless it's Thanksgiving.
Right.
Okay,
And
y'all
it's
ever
still,
had
it's
dressing
still
in the
like, it's
South?
just,
Dressing from the South is different. That's
What?
my
Bro,
favorite.
we've had
What
all the
is dressing?
It's
It's
not.
a lot of breaded. It's a lot of.
yeah, it's cornbread.
Look, we can't even explain it. You see what I'm saying?
That's because it's unexplainable.
It's-
No limits.
Wow.
It's
Oh.
amazing.
It's,
I'm gonna be-
it's crumbled cornbread with some veggies put in it, and some chicken broth.
Black people dressing is white people dressing too. You like white people dressing or black people dressing?
Because white people dressing is stuffing. That's different.
It's the same.
It's
Patrick,
not.
have you had dressing?
Yep. So I'm
Dressing.
Georgia. Oh, yeah.
Georgia, yeah.
All right, okay.
From the South, it's different. That I could eat any day of the week. It's so good. So good. Y'all gotta try it.
Any
Come
day
visit,
of the
come
week
visit.
is crazy. Okay, now I got you.
Mine would be, and this is gonna sound really black in front of all these white people on the other side of the camera.
Chicken.
Watermelon.
Watermelon?
I love watermelon, man.
We're never beating the stereotype.
Oh man, it's not stereotype. It's fact. See, there's some stereotypes. And there's some fact. We like
Watermelon.
watermelon. I do. It's good.
Everybody likes watermelon.
No,
It's healthy.
it's not true. My sister doesn't.
Yeah, my
but
mom
like out of all
That's
the,
true. Yeah.
but like out of all the foods that like are the black stereotype, watermelon is like really good for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Good source of water. Good
Yeah.
source of nutrition.
That's a good.
And it can,
Yeah.
it can for the fellas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know you did that.
yeah, it can. Bam.
Try that.
Watermelon?
Try that tonight.
It can help. You eat it on a consistent basis, to get in your system and help open up those blood vessels. It's anti-inflammatory.
I never knew that.
You don't care.
Well, you don't have one.
Yeah, you don't got it. Yeah, you don't.
I don't know, but it is.
Brandon, you never had. What's one you can't live without a food?
What food I can't
You
live
pretty
without?
can see. Brandon can go back and forth. He can go. He can go vegan. He can go vegetarian. He can go pescatarian. Like he's really structured, and it won't bother him. So that's why I'm like nothing probably for him.
I don't know. That's a tough.
What's your favorite food though? Like if you had one last meal, what would be your last meal?
That's a good question.
One last meal.
Come on, fruit, a main
don't
course, fish, poetry.
Sushi. Sushi's bomb.
I love sushi.
It's not that serious.
Really?
Oh,
It's not that serious.
You're not a food guy?
No.
I'm a
Okay.
food guy. I cook. I cook very well too.
yeah. I'm on steak for me.
Steak?
Steak would
I
be
had
that.
steak last night.
If you could swap lives with any celebrity for a day, who would it be?
Past or present?
Past or present? Yep.
Jesus.
Okay.
She was a celebrity.
I mean, it was,
He's the
'cause
biggest
he was
celebrity
He was
ever.
the first.
Yeah.
He was the first
Because
celebrity.
the word celebrity means to celebrate someone.
Yeah.
And if you're a believer, then you celebrate Christ.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'll swap places with him a day.
He's the most famous person
Yeah.
in the world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
you believe in him or not. And then there's Santa Claus. Jesus and Santa Claus.
That's the next person
You
you
want to
swap?
be? You want to be Santa Claus?
No.
Oh, I'm gonna say that's
The second most famous person in the world is Santa
okay.
Claus.
Oh yeah, Santa up there.
Yeah.
I believe in him still. Who you got, Q?
I would say Zendaya. Easy.
Cause of Tom? Cause you like
Well-
Tom? That's why you want to date him?
No, if anything, I would want to date Zendaya. But
Oh,
I would want to switch spots with her because she does a lot. Like, I really look up to her. And I feel like she models, she dances, she can act, she can sing. Those are all things that I actually do very well, just naturally. And so to be in that position for a day and see what the real professionalism is like when it's somebody that's already kind of made it, I would like to see that for
Y'all see how did y'all catch how she did that? I sing out there and did it very well. God
Be
damn.
yourself.
I'm with you. I'm just like, damn, I just want to see that fuck
I'm
that.
saying no one else will.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, let me leave with this one. Give me a hot take. Hot take about a film or TV show. One of your
Hot
hot
takes?
takes. Hot take.
Meaning as far as like a summary of
Like an opinion of
Like an
yours
opinion.
that like is
Harry Potter is trash. I don't know, something.
it's like
seen it.
extreme, but then like it's controversial, kind of like an opinion of yours. It's like like
Hey, girl, come back to me on
stand-
that
you
one.
stand
Think
on.
about that one.
Okay.
Take on it.
I don't know.
So,
what my take is.
I don't know
love
what I-
Tarantino, but Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I don't want to watch two men talking back and forth for 3 hours.
That's
The most interesting
that's
part
solid.
of the movie was the last
hot take.
20
Patrick
minutes.
hates everything that you just said over there.
That's a good hot take.
That's a
because
great
that was
hot
good
take.
Movie.
The last 20 minutes, solid. We need more of that. But the whole, why did it take so long to get there? Nah.
Did you see that movie?
No.
But I love him. I love his work. It's just that one, everybody was like, oh my God, it was amazing. I was so excited to watch it. And I was like, can we skip to the good part? I'm waiting.
Oh wow.
I'm still waiting.
Wow. I think that won Oscar. I'm pretty sure that did.
Probably. Doesn't mean I gotta agree with it.
You're right. You're right. Right.
I don't know what my hot take is this week. We gotta come back to that later.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you one.
I don't even have one either. I don't know. My hot take is always the same.
What?
But I can't keep talking about him all the time.
Who?
Tyler Perry.
What?
My hot take is always Tyler Perry movies.
Okay.
Say what
Brandon
you gotta say.
That's not a hot take. A lot of people feel the same. Like I feel like your hot take is like something that is against the grain almost.
I can say, okay, hot take. All right. Now, I applaud Tyler Perry for where he brought himself up from, for sure. For sure. I would say a hot take was on the 688.
Okay, I didn't watch it
6
yet.
I watched
Okay.
that.
Yeah, I my hot take is I'm glad Tyler Perry told that story. I really wish Ava DuVernay would have done it though,
Yeah.
because it's a movie about women and their and what they went through, and I think being a woman, having a woman direct it and write it, would have given it a little bit more. It was good. Don't get it twisted.
It was
good.
kind of missing a little something that like made it.
A man
more
directed it,
powerful, like,
and
wasn't
no
powerful.
offense to Tyler Perry, but I think Ava DuVernay would have done a much
Like it had
better
the
job. It was
potential-
already good.
It had the potential to be way more
Right.
powerful than it
Right.
was.
Did he also write it?
He wrote it and directed it.
He wrote it in
I
2
don't want him to
weeks.
write anymore.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh yeah, I wrote it in like 2 weeks."
Yeah, and something like that to me
Yeah.
should take longer than 2 weeks because that's a
Time.
very important part
Yeah.
of American history,
Gotta research.
as well as Black history
Yeah,
and women history.
yeah.
So it should have been done by Ava DuVernay
So
or,
what-
or a woman.
So what did
That's
you
a
rate
good
that? What did you rate that movie then? Give me like out of 1 to 10.
1 to 10, I would give it a 7.
That's solid.
7, yeah.
Solid.
There were some moments in there that made you, like that made you feel their pain, but I think it could have went a little bit deeper to feel exactly what they were feeling.
If somebody
And I
else
think a
would've wrote it,
woman,
somebody else
if
would've
a
directed
woman would have been directed.
it. I like that hot take. But that's how I feel about majority of his
Most of
stuff.
the joints.
I am like that majority of the time.
But you can't knock his hustle.
Not at all.
No.
Yeah.
He's actually phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
He's really talented. Really talented.
very talented.
It's just,
Yeah.
I don't know, everybody has their opinion on it, and I'm like scared to like talk about Tyler Perry because I really do love him.
me too.
But
I feel it.
there's good and bad in everything, and so like as great as he is, I also think that it's okay to like get
Let other people's opinions. Yeah,
There
yeah.
it is. Get
But
other
that's
people's
everybody
opinions.
says
That's
that.
it.
Yeah, about Tyler. And Tyler knows it. But to be able to do both and be successful with it, you got to take your hat off to that.
Like both. What do you mean both?
Right and direct.
right
and,
and
yeah.
direct.
And because sometimes when you write something and you know about that, it's hard to kill your baby.
Oh, for sure.
It's hard to kill you because you want every scene in. You
It's hard
want
to cut
every.
scenes.
Yeah, it's like because you wrote it, you're so married to it, but you gotta have somebody else take it from you. And
He doesn't let people do that.
Right.
He doesn't like.
Right.
It's like if it's his, we sticking to this.
Right.
You're getting it. We shooting one take per joint, and keep it moving.
There's other points of view.
Yeah. Speaking of which, what's your favorite genre? Both of you guys. What's your favorite genre of film?
To look at or to be in.
No one's ever said that.
Because I
back
would
to
feel
me.
like you as a comedian, well, I know a little bit about, because I've worked with you before, but like you as a comedian, I know that you like to work and also in drama. And I feel like comedians are kind of the best at doing
Yeah.
drama.
Here's the thing on that. Drama is my preferred choice as far as being acting in,
Okay.
right? Because we're dark. Comedians are dark on the inside, but
Yeah.
dark, twisted, fucked up individuals, right? And we do comedy to bring, most of us, I can't speak for every comedy, most of us, we do
good
comedy
ones.
to bring light.
The great ones.
Right.
Real
we do comedy to bring light to those dark areas. And I always say this all the time about comedic actors. Well, if comedians can turn off their comedy ego in a scene that's dramatic and tap into that dark side, we make some really good dramatic actors. But our muscle is always wants to find the joke, find the funny. We had to turn it off. Did a movie years ago, independent movie with Russ Parr called The Last Stand. Kevin Hart was in it. And Kevin played this comedian who was who had a dummy, ventriloquist. I can't say that word, but Kevin did some most dramatic best. And I said back then, I said, Kevin ever decides to do drama, he's gonna kill it because he had a meltdown with his character with that dummy, and I was like, "Whoa, this dude,
He got it, yeah.
And this is like we talking 05,
Before
06.
he was even.
Yeah, when I think he was 3'7" at the time in height.
Dang.
No, but
He's grown a lot.
yeah. So the acting it would be drama.
Okay.
To look at action, I love action. I like the
Yeah.
Jason Bournes, I like the James Bonds,
John Wick.
John Wick. Yeah, that grew on me later. But you
Okay.
know,
What was like one of your like an action film for you that you can watch any day of the week?
any of the Bournes.
Any of the really?
Any of the Bournes,
They
man.
used to do it for me.
They a little slow, right? They not a little
Bournes,
slow?
no, man.
That first
Hell
one was
no.
like cracking right out the gate. Then I
Nah.
feel like it was 3 of them, right? 2 and 3 was just like, okay.
No, they weren't.
I gotta go back and watch it.
Yeah, man, come on.
I love Matt Damon though. Shout out Matt Damon, but I gotta take a look at the favorite genre for you, Q.
To be in, I would
Hey,
definitely.
here you go. Nah, you
Here
got
I go.
Yeah, you got that. God damn. All right, to be in.
To be in, I would agree. Drama, anything drama or like coming of age, coming into yourself. That is so much fun to act in because for the same reason, like you get to turn everything. You just get to become the character. You have to turn everything else off, and you learn a lot about yourself.
Yeah.
It's a lot of scary things about yourself, like how far you can go, how sad you can get. I've had some of my saddest moments on set, so that's the funnest for me. Which is kind of fucked up, but
It's fun to go there to the
Yeah.
fucked up place.
yeah, because then you look up and
don't dwell
everybody's
there.
like, and I'm like, it's just a joke. It was just with the camera.
Okay.
But to watch dystopian films, you already know. I love my
Like-
Katniss Everdeen.
Okay, now give me a movie of that genre that you can watch any day of the week.
Hunger
Hunger
Games.
Games.
I could watch Hunger Games
too.
literally any day of the week. I love dystopian films because people don't understand that is our reality.
You like
Yes.
Dune, you like Mad Max, you like
Yes, but the thing is about dystopian films is that like they're like, oh my god, those rich people or the people that are corrupt, they're so messed up. That's our society. Oh my god, they treat those people so horribly. So do we. And people don't realize that, which is why I love to watch it because it's just so funny looking back and everyone's like, that's such a good movie. I'm like,
We
that's
live in
what we're
it.
doing
That's
it
real
right
life.
now. Like,
Patrick
how do you
Fran
not
wrote
see
2 of
this?
you. Patrick Fran wrote 2 of those Hunger Game movies, so you can shout him out for being great.
Shout out.
Two movies I can watch every day is It's a Wonderful Life. It doesn't have to be Christmas. It doesn't have to be Christmas for me to watch it. And Casablanca.
The old classics?
those are like
Man,
nostalgic.
when films were
pieces.
done the right way.
They're not
It's a
doing the right
Wonderful
way.
Life.
Some of them are. Some of them still done the right way. But back then it was about story and then characters and then
I'm
you
big
know
on story.
and then
big on
director
that.
and then
Yeah.
actors. Now it's
Yeah.
like big name actors,
Yep.
directors, score, special
Why?
effects. Oh, let's throw a
Why?
story in there.
Give me that. Why do you
That last.
why do you think it's that way now? What changed?
Sensationalism and just and just people want to see big stars, but and
Money.
some, they forget about the
It's
story,
one
which is
word,
the most.
it's called money.
You start with the story.
Yeah.
And then you
that's
go
so
for
I feel like that. I feel like most films. I'm big on story. I'm very story driven. But like Brandon says now, everything is so money based.
Yeah.
Like you say everything is so big star based. People
Right.
are going to the bigger budget with this big star because in order to make this money.
Greed, American greed.
Wait till they
Even
have
in
AI.
cinema?
Wait till they have AI doing it all for
America.
y'all.
America's greed everywhere.
Y'all seen
Brandon
Offenses with Viola and Denzel?
Yeah.
Snot bubble.
Yeah, the story in that is insane, but the movie didn't do. I don't even know how the movie ended up doing.
It did okay.
But-
It was up. It was up for an Oscar though, a Golden Globe.
Yeah, but a lot of people didn't go see it because it
Right.
doesn't resonate with a lot of people. Which is, I mean, Denzel still brings them in, Viola brings them in, but
Yeah.
I think it's just more so for us. I don't see a lot of
It
other
was slow.
people
It
wanna
was
see
It was kind
a
of slow.
long,
Yeah, because it was shot. It kind of shot just like a play still.
Well, yeah,
People-
like
and people don't
stage play.
Just
Yeah.
2 actors talking a lot and not a lot of like movement. So that's
But I was saying it because of the example of like what you were saying, like the story behind
Yeah,
it.
was
I
good.
love the story behind
Yeah.
it because not a lot of people resonate with it, but the people that do, they saw themselves. You know what I'm saying? They saw themselves in those characters, and that's stuff that's like irreplaceable. Yeah, it's kind of playish and it's kind of slow, but that's kind of how I feel like the film industry, the storytelling aspect of it, started in the first place.
Yeah.
Wait, where are we at, Emma? 'Cause
As
I
far
wanna
as
go-
like, what would you
I
like?
want to go into the.
Oh.
No, I was asking him like, where are we at in the
I
second?
haven't even gotten to that shit.
Oh, okay.
I was getting ready, you know.
I
was
wanted to
rocking and
skip to
rolling
like
with
we.
y'all.
I didn't want to skip to like asking him more questions. If
Oh no
if
no
we
no
still
no.
have more
Well,
segments.
you know what? I'll ask one more question, and then we can go into Hollywood hot seat. What's the last movie you seen in theaters, guy? And then
Me?
for you, Q, yep.
Oh, last one. Gladiator.
What did you think?
Gladiator 2. I'm sorry,
Yes,
Gladiator
yes.
2.
Yes. What did you think?
I thought it was dope. I didn't Denzel's character. Let me tell you, the way he flipped it, I didn't see it coming. Denzel is still that dude,
Yeah.
even in a movie that was like Gladiator. I didn't see the flip. I didn't see.
Because he wasn't even
You
the
know
main.
it's coming with Denzel every
wasn't-
time.
Yeah.
He's not gonna do a flat character.
I just watched it the other day at home. He wasn't even the main character.
No, but
For Gladiator
Denzel
2.
was that dude, bro.
he's the main character because he's a main character. But like, okay, so every time I ask someone about Gladiator,
Yeah.
they always go straight to, oh, Denzel killed it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. The whole movie was good. I ain't gonna front.
That's
I
what
enjoyed the movie.
nobody's
Was it
saying.
one?
Nobody's
No.
saying.
Not even
that.
close.
Nobody's
Not even
saying.
close.
that.
No, but was those? Did it have those moments, those elements? Those I believe that.
Okay.
A lot of Caligula
Story.
going
The
on.
story wasn't hitting the same
Do
like
you,
Gladiator.
do you remember
was.
Gladiator 1?
Yeah,
Okay. And Gladiator 2?
yeah.
They are not the same. They are
They're
not
different.
They are not
They're
on the
different.
same level.
They're different. They're
They are
different.
not on
They're
the same
different.
level.
It's like the Lakers and the Clippers.
Oh yeah.
Gladiator was the
That's
Lakers.
Yeah, two was the
Clippers.
for
You
sure.
must be a Clipper fan, 'cause that was terrible.
No, I hate the Clippers.
Yeah.
I don't care. My mama played for the Clippers. I would root for them.
Damn.
I hope she get a triple double, but I hope they lose. But no, it's like, and Denzel was the Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. For
We
sure.
root for Kawhi.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't root for no Clipper. But
Damn. Last movie in theaters.
It was wicked.
I like Tyronn Lue. I like
So
the Clippers.
good. So good.
I watched it
After
too
that-
much.
No, it was.
Am I the only one?
It got me into
Wicked.
musicals.
You didn't like Wicked, huh?
I didn't see it. I
That's okay.
didn't. Yeah, I'm not in. Huh?
You're not into it, but you should still watch it.
Still watch.
I'm
it.
good.
Watch it.
You don't
I
like
swear
musicals?
you
I'm
should.
good. I'm not a big fan of musicals. I'm
Listen,
not
let me tell you
I wasn't
something.
either.
You don't have to be.
I wasn't.
Wicked will make you a fan.
Yes.
Wicked and The Greatest Showman
I'm good.
will make you a fan of
Oh
music.
my god. I
I'm
love
good.
The Greatest
I'm good.
Showman.
I'm wicked enough myself.
I'm not that girl. Woo, they be
my
going
gosh.
crazy. Oh yeah, I was
Should have never brought up Wicked.
ready to y'all.
Is it?
I watched it this morning on the way here. I
watched
love
it,
me
yeah.
some Wicked.
Well, you and the nose and the wicked nose kind of.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's crazy.
kind of got
That's
it.
what they be thinking of me.
You kind of got a wicked nose.
I got the Jewish nose. I got the Jewish nose. I don't know. I grew into this motherfucker though.
Yeah,
Because it used to be crazy when I was at elementary school.
really. Your face grew into it, so it was sticking
My
out.
face
Your
grew, yeah, my
face
face
grew around it.
grew into this down here. That made it make sense. All right, now kicking off, Brandon kicks us off with Hollywood Hot Seat, which is kind of some stuff that goes on, in Hollywood.
What's on that?
right
What's on
now.
that this week? I don't even know.
Well, we just, it's a couple different things going on. Nothing too crazy. Well, it is too
You
crazy.
surprised me. I'm good.
Oh, so the LA fires. We already kind of kicked off
We
with
did
Sa-
kinda-
with Savannah. But let's just.
It's very sad about the fires.
Yes, y'all do want you.
It's very sad. I wasn't affected, man, but I have friends who have their childhood homes burned down and things like that. It's sad. And what I hate about the most of it is some people who are outside of Hollywood or outside that weren't affected by the fire to say, well, those rich people can't afford it.
Yep,
It's not
I
about
hate that. I
It's
hate
not about that. People
Absolutely.
lost their possessions.
Thank
they
you.
People lost
loved
everything.
ones, their
Yes.
pets. So it's not about how much money you make, your political party, your gender, your ethnicity. It's about being human. And the people who are so ignorant to say, well, they can afford it, doesn't matter.
Why are people like that now?
I-
Why are we like that now? What is it?
Jealousy. It's haters.
So the Hollywood spin I want to put on it is let's look at it through the Hollywood lens since we on this show.
Okay.
Like for one, people that are outside of our community in Los Angeles look at us in a different way. Like the
Yeah.
whole thing is like a movie to them.
Right.
Like they're watching the TV from Detroit and they're calling us, checking on us, but the whole thing is like they're looking at all the different like dramatizations of this whole thing.
Right.
And it's almost entertainment and it's almost like fetish
For them.
Like you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like looking at like it's like your dystopian references. It's like they're looking at us as the model of the dystopian film. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when they look at it, they see all the different levels of society being affected in different ways. So I just want to know like you guys' opinion on like what that means, like what it means for Hollywood, what it means for LA as a like LA came together because of this.
Right.
What it means for us as a community in LA to the outside like states and
I guess for me, it does kind of show the humanity of people, and that could be good or bad. The lack of humanity, I feel like it is easier to talk when you're not living in it, but when I woke up that morning,
right.
and my throat felt like it was closed up, and I had a migraine and had to go back to sleep, And my stuff didn't burn. Just imagine what
Right.
they had to do when they woke up to being surrounded by flames, you know? And it wasn't just rich people. The fires in Altadena,
Right.
Yes.
that's a predominantly black community.
Yes.
It's just like,
80%, I believe.
yeah, it's like, and like you said, even if they were rich, that's a traumatic experience. And so
Yes.
to downgrade that or downplay it in any way,
It's sad.
it's really
This is
sad.
real life. That's the point. It's like this is real life for all of us, even the ones that weren't affected or
I
have money
felt-
or don't have money. It doesn't matter. Like this is real
I
life.
felt
It's not a
of
movie.
watching it, the people on their roofs with the water hose trying to save their home. I mean, people work their lives to buy their home, and then to see that happen, and what the insurance companies were trying to do.
Crazy. Jake from State Farm was not
Yeah.
nowhere near there.
Yeah, yeah. He
Jay got to turn his comments off.
He
right
gotta, yo,
Right.
they gotta let him and Flo go. Him and Progressive, they gotta, come on, nah. It's-
Yeah,
you know.
but it was a really sad thing to see,
Yeah.
man.
All right, so moving on. Do you guys care about the award season at all, and like what's going on in Golden Globes, and now the Academy Awards are coming up, like as far as who's nominated, who's win, how many black folks are included or not included?
Have you seen some of the films?
My thing is like I don't even know if I think that like less people are less concerned with the whole event.
I care about it because it's the profession that I'm in.
Yeah.
And I love watching it because
Mm-hmm.
it inspires me to, to go deeper and
Same.
and go harder in my next projects,
Yes.
whatever I book or whatever. I'm coming back to acting. I stopped before I done, your film. And, you drew
And I
me
want to
back
hear
in.
why when we get to that. That's gonna be the first question I ask: why you stopped? So
And so
Pin
yeah,
that.
so watching these award shows is like, man, like football players or coaches watching the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get there if you don't see that to be inspired by it to make you,
Do you
do some more
keep
reps.
up with the movies that are
I try
nominated
to.
right now?
I try to.
Like
I
we
try
normally like will send each other the movies, make sure that we've
Right.
seen them all.
to.
And
Get the
like,
screeners.
yeah.
And watch them and things like that. But yeah, I like award season. I think
Okay.
it's like the Super Bowl. If you're an actor, that's like your Super Bowl ring when you win an Oscar.
Right.
So what was your standout movie of 2024 for you that you've seen? That it's like, look, that movie should have won an Oscar. Matter of fact, that movie should win an Oscar. This actor and this actress, even though they might not be nominated, they should win off the performances that I saw in 2024.
You got to come back to me on that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a crazy question.
Is it?
I don't know, because I'm like, I really got to think back. You want me to answer that or answer the question about the award season in general?
Well, okay.
I'll do
Okay.
award
Oh,
season.
yeah.
Give me some time for that second.
Oh my! It should be easy. Wicked is the best movie of 2024. What are we talking about, Patrick? What are we
Not
saying?
gonna make me look at Wicked, man.
Yeah, no, you have to watch it. But
It's either Wicked or Nora.
oh yeah, Nora. I wasn't able to see that one, but I really want to.
You can rent it right now. Look at me doing that.
I know. Who paid you?
You know.
But yeah, so for award season, I kind of agree with what Guy said, that it is something that we kind of look up to in a sense. But I also think that right now with the state of the world and the state of our economy, it's understandable for people who aren't in the industry to not be so focused on it, because it's like, I mean, they have other fish to fry, But for us, it is like, you got people who have worked their whole lives to be in this industry, who pour their heart and soul out into every project that they do, whether it makes them money or not.
Gave up some tail, some butt to be in this industry.
Okay.
I'm just saying, they have.
waiting
They
on
did
that.
something strange for some change, unfortunately.
I'm waiting for some people to hit me up. I'm ready.
But it's no
Never that.
worries. It's no question as to why like somebody, would want to look forward to it or would want to see it. They
Yeah.
dedicate their whole lives to it. Makes sense as to why it's important to them.
Yeah, for sure.
But also not just the people who are behind the scenes too.
Yeah.
I mean, the amazing work that they do. To see them,
Yeah, it's a
get
lot.
rewarded for their
I
craft.
love
craftsmanship.
that we celebrate that. I love that we celebrate.
Yeah, it takes a village, man.
There's a lot that
It takes
goes
a
into
village. A lot of people
into
know a
movies.
lot of moving parts, and putting in a film. So anybody to me who makes a film and get it done successfully, I mean, I applaud. Even the bad ones. Still, it takes a lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
Shout out to our PAs.
Yeah, I started as a PA.
Yeah, I think
On the Martin
most
show.
of us have. Oh,
I started
So-
as a PA.
wait a minute. Let me pin that. We'll get back to that too. Well, some stories there. Go ahead, Brandon.
I'm about to ask you, KP. So, what film, who do you want to be nominated? Who do you want to be awarded? Besides Wicked,
Right.
What else?
I'm sorry, Cynthia and killed it in Wicked.
She did.
Okay, I never, and I feel bad because I'm not a big Broadway person, so I never seen Wicked before on Broadway, and I never
Did you watch
knew
Harriet?
anything exactly. I never seen Harriet. I didn't know anything about Cynthia at all. I've heard of her before or whatever, but I've never heard her sing. I've never heard her act. So watching her in Wicked and portray this character, and then she hit that first note to that first song, The Wizard and I said, oh, let me sit here and pay attention more. And then from there, I was locked in.
Hot take.
Oh,
This
you motherfucker.
this Cynthia destroyed Ariana Grande vocally.
Yes, but she was supposed
That
to
was
because
wild
because
to
it
me.
was
Ariana can
was
sing.
That was wild.
And
because
Ariana did a great job.
Ariana's like
and Ariana
top
did a
tier
for
to me.
sure. And Ariana, Ariana did a great job. Cynthia did a great job, but it
just-
was made more so for Cynthia to go crazy.
It just didn't make
on the
sense
vocals.
to me. It didn't make sense. I was like, this doesn't make sense.
Listen,
How is this person who's like,
Define.
you know Ariana Grande? She is
Oh yeah,
on a
she's
whole
like
nother level.
top 5 singer.
Ever.
She really got it.
Like ever.
Yeah.
And then Cynthia came out of nowhere, and it was like, why every time they sing together, like you're winning? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I think it was, and I think it had to have been put together the arrangements for Cynthia.
Somebody, the
I think
engineer
so.
was tweaking
That's
the.
how the musical is. The musical is,
Okay.
they're both strong singers, but Cynthia's character, is
I'm talking
kind of
about real life, bro. Ariana Grande is.
Listen, Cynthia
the
was
best.
on another level with them. I'm telling this guy, Defying Gravity, and I'll tell anybody this, Defying Gravity, the last 20 minutes of Wicked was the best scene I've seen in cinema of all of 2024. You're not telling me otherwise. I've seen every Oscar movie that's about to be nominated. That last 20 minutes of Wicked is nothing's touching it.
I would agree.
Yeah, just.
I will die on the
just-
heel for that.
But just the ending just
Yeah,
fell
maybe
flat.
Going into Defying Gravity
I'm gonna go watch it.
was magical.
The ending
After
fell
time.
flat, bro. It fell flat.
What? That's
It
a
was-
hot
it
take.
was
That's
a-
crazy.
It was a great build-up that fell flat.
He said it fell flat.
The ending?
The ending fell flat. We left, like literally, we left there underwhelmed at the end because I'm
Are you
like,
glad
okay, what's
you
about to happen? And it was like,
But that's how the
That's
play
the
goes.
end?
That's what I heard. The play cuts at that. We can't tell too because Guy ain't seen it. I want him to watch it.
I'm gonna watch it.
That's the end of Act 1.
That's the end of Act
Before
1.
Intermission.
get it. I
And it
get it.
ended like, woo!
Guess I gotta get Wicked.
You gotta get Wicked.
Get it.
God damn, what were we talking about before
I just
that?
feel like in part
Oh,
two,
who,
in
who
part
else?
two, they have to just like give Ariana like bigger songs.
Yeah.
She does have 2 new ones. But for me, Mickey Madison and Honora, which I just watched recently, she did a phenomenal job. I'll give that to her. I can see why she possibly will end up winning Best Actress. Best Actor? I don't know. I don't know who really, actor-wise, killed it for me in 2024. The Brutalist was cool with Adam Brody. I don't know.
Adam Brody.
Adam Brody has The Brutalist, which is
Okay.
which is supposed to be that one. Patrick making his face like, give me something. You saw that? You didn't see that? Did you see any of the Oscar nominated?
And that's the
possible
problem. A
movies?
lot of the films that are nominated.
You know what's so crazy
are
though?
films that people don't watch.
Hugh Grant and Heretic. I did enjoy Hugh Grant and Heretic.
What's crazy is that since COVID, that a lot of stuff aren't going to theaters. And it takes that
Absolutely.
experience.
And
I still love the movie
Same.
theater experience,
Same.
and I wish it comes back the way it was because you miss a lot sometimes
For sure.
because of that.
Because there's so many different streaming platforms, you're missing some of these amazing performances because you might not subscribe to some of these platforms or they're not getting the promotion that you would expect it to get. And that's tough. So I don't even know, honestly.
It's only one platform that matters.
Netflix?
Netflix.
Damn.
What?
In 2025, another hot take. 2025, the rest of them platforms are going to struggle
Why you say that?
because Netflix is going to be the most like okay.
Don't sleep
Like,
on Tubi.
you're
coming up.
Like
Tubi
you're
is
saying,
coming up.
like you're
Tubi
right.
Tubi
Tubi's
is
coming up.
coming up. Tubi's gonna be the shit.
Tubi just got the
Tubi's
Super
got the
Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Shout out Tubi for
Tubi
getting the
just got the
Super
Super
Bowl.
Bowl, so they're
That's
about
fast
to be
big.
Tubi gonna be
most
all right.
mainstream now.
We laughed
But
at that
like,
Fox when it first started.
like you're saying, like you enjoy like the theaters, and what made theaters so important is that not only the experience, but the qualification that
Yeah.
it gave you. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, your movie's in theaters,
Yeah.
and then that
Right.
makes
Right.
your nomination better.
Right.
Like that makes like the whole campaign for you better for the
Right.
theater. Netflix is that next thing that makes you like, oh, your shit is on Netflix? Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
Cause it was
I
the
feel
first.
that way about Amazon Prime.
Amazon.
nah. Hulu, nah. Disney Plus.
I got to stand up for Amazon.
Like,
Amazon.
if it's not on Netflix, it's like if it's not in the theater
I
and on
disagree with
Netflix,
that.
Also,
I think Amazon is on
Not
that.
it.
Is on that plane too.
I think so.
And
The Eddie
HBO.
Murphy movies and
HBO too. HBO
Yeah.
Max got all the dope shows.
I'm telling you, them shits is not gonna hit this year. It's not.
I think they will.
Netflix is doing too much. And then 2025, them other platforms is dead.
I don't see any of them going anywhere anytime soon because they all have.
I mean, a lot of them are
they all
struggling.
have
They're
hits.
not going anywhere. It's just not gonna be able to compete.
Paramount
They're
is
not
the
gonna have
trashiest
the-
one.
They're not
I'm
gonna
sorry,
have the
nobody-
bigger hits. They're not gonna have.
watch
the
Paramount. I watch Paramount.
Well, so it's no. They don't have no original content though.
Original content?
Well, they kind of like partnered with Showtime in a way, so they got the
Well, they're their own studio.
Yeah.
Like, that's its own thing.
Hey man,
Showtime,
Your Honor.
man.
I love the series on Paramount.
I know you can't
Showtime.
talk. I know you can't talk about Prime because your documentary was produced by Prime, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Prime is-
We
Yeah,
just-
But I still like Prime even despite that. I mean,
Yeah, Prime got listen.
Yeah.
Prime got some fire. I mean, they all have something. They all, but Netflix is king. They just
They
keep
did it
putting
first.
out. They did it first.
Well, I
and they
think
keep putting out.
Netflix it would make Netflix that they're bold. Like, say for instance, when the whole Chappelle thing happened, right? When they were picketing and trying to cancel Chappelle, Netflix leaned into it and did we're gonna do Netflix is a joke comedy special and put Chappelle's face on, whereas everybody else was kind of backing off of Chappelle. And I really wanted Amazon at that time to lean into Chappelle as
Bro,
well
they
because he's
had
in my
Chappelle,
documentary.
They had Chris Rock.
Right.
They just had Beyonce balls.
There's got to be a little bit more
Like,
bars.
they just had WWE Monday Night Raw, like they, and then the Squid Games, and they just keep
Yeah.
coming with the heat.
Netflix.
Netflix.
Yeah, but
No one
they
can
bomb
say
on the boxing though. The
That boxing was trash.
They
I mean,
broke
but the
damn
internet wasn't made for
internet.
it.
Yeah.
They broke the internet.
They
That
did
boxing-
No other platform can do that.
Yeah, right.
That
They got to
boxing
fix
match
that.
was- yeah, that was. They do have to fix that. But that Jake Paul, it's just
Yeah.
boxing just ain't the same, huh?
It's not the same, but I still wouldn't get in the ring with any of them motherfuckers.
Yeah, you could take Jake.
I ain't taking none of them.
You wouldn't fight Mike right now for a
I
minute.
can't fight me. I got 3 personalities.
If Mike Tyson walked in here right now and said, "Guy, I want to fight you right now on this podcast,"
Is that the voice?
That's as good as I
terrible
can
one.
get. I want to fight you right
That's
now.
Mike.
I want to get it.
That's Mike Jenkins. That ain't
Yeah.
Mike Tyson. I don't know who.
That's all I
Mike
got.
that is.
Guy, fight me right now. Five milli.
Yeah.
3 rounds.
I'm
what
good.
do you have?
I'm good. I ain't
You
got
wouldn't?
nothing. No.
He's out of shape. We saw it.
He's out of shape.
We saw it. We saw
You
what
out
he
your
did.
damn mind.
We
Next question.
I hope you
Next
don't
time.
run into Mike Tyson.
Yeah, your next question.
All right.
Please.
All
I
right.
can last 3 rounds with Mike.
All right. How do y'all feel about the TikTok thing?
I
do-
would lag.
Oh, it should be so for real. 3 rounds?
He's 3 rounds.
Man,
6
30
minutes.
I'll give you 30 seconds with
No,
Mike
for
Tyson.
real.
He didn't get a punch off versus Jake.
What?
Did y'all? We not watching this. Say he bare.
I watched
Hey,
it.
Jake, come here. Come on. I'm getting. I can.
Mike sold that
Boop,
fight,
boop,
bro.
bop. See, we was bullshit.
So you were saying
He
So
sold that
it
fight.
was.
no the TikTok.
So TikTok is apparently supposed to be banned on January 19th.
Right.
And it's over. It's out of here. Do we care? Do
I'm
we
56.
want-
I just turned 56 this past Sunday.
Right. That shit
So,
ain't hit your radar.
No,
at all.
and I should, but if it goes, it goes. If it's, I need to get more.
You do
Really,
it
only
to
to
be-
promote my shows. That's
Yeah.
really why
And
I'm on
and
social.
you know
media.
where you do it the best at? TikTok.
Yeah, and I know.
Okay.
I know.
Once TikTok leaves, these companies and these businesses are going to start seeing how much it hurts.
The economy's gone.
All the trends come from TikTok. All the music songs blow up from TikTok. New celebrities and people come from TikTok. People like Keith Lee. I know you heard of Keith Lee,
Yeah.
black dude with the restaurant
yep.
business. He's, all this is TikTok. It's not from Twitter. Instagram not doing shit.
X.
Or X.
Instagram doing a lot too. They're not doing
They're
TikTok.
not doing
They
TikTok.
copied
Yeah.
TikTok.
They
so
copied
now
TikTok.
they're doing more because they copied
So
TikTok.
y'all don't care that they're making all of this money off of us and taking all of our data and
Facebook did it.
and
Facebook got sued for it.
They
Did
can
America
have-
do
take
anything?
my shit. What they gonna?
No.
What they gonna?
Amer-
What's the worst thing they can do with it? I say that, and then they go crazy.
America,
What's the worst that can happen?
America did it. America did it to us.
They did
See?
it.
That's-
And nobody cares, but because it's a Chinese company, all of a sudden it's an issue.
Yeah.
Make it make sense.
I don't think any of that is the issue. I think the issue is that they like they don't pay any money here.
But you know what? The thing I hate about it is that their TikTok, their version versus our version. Their version are teaching their kids.
So wholesome.
Whereas like it's raising their kids better than what they're doing. It's like with the food industry.
Yeah.
Where it's like they make two versions of food and give us over here the bad version and the healthier version overseas. It's like,
Yeah. You
why
go
are we?
overseas, you're
Why?
like,
Why?
oh,
This
this
is
great.
America. This is the greatest country in the world. Why are we?
I don't think it's
Why are you
because
allowing
people
that?
are saying, "Oh, the data leak." Da 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 da. They've been doing that. I don't
Yeah.
think that's it at all. That's a front. We are getting educated from TikTok, and they don't like that.
And it's not the right education though.
It's not the right education, but sometimes we're getting educated on different political topics. We're getting educated on wars that are happening right now. We're starting boycotts over these wars, and the government hates that because that's money, that's the economy. And so what do? Oh, well, they're leaking our data. Our data has been leaked, but y'all are just mad because we're getting educated on certain topics that you don't want us to be
new
educated
media.
about. We're learning
And
about
TikTok
holistic
is new
medicine.
media.
And it's
Social
cutting.
media. Social
And-
media is new media.
I'll tell you another thing, and it's cutting into big business. TikTok Shop did better than Amazon Prime
Yeah.
in the past few years.
Right.
Bezos not.
TikTok had a
Bezos
shop.
not. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. TikTok. People are buying. People were doing more Christmas shopping on TikTok Shop than they were doing on Amazon.
Yeah.
Bezos not fucking with that.
Yeah.
And you know who else not fucking with that? Trump ain't fucking with that. Them his homies. You can't let that happen. So when you have a company that come and like Brandon said, they're not paying anything,
not paying.
which means everybody's making all of this money off of TikTok except government and America and stuff like that. So it becomes a big issue. And they
Do you
gotta
not think
go.
we have enough money?
I
government,
mean,
you don't think we have
listen. I'm pro TikTok all day long.
Yeah.
Okay,
What
I
do you
need.
think? Do you think the
I'm on
government-
TikTok out of here.
He hates it, and it pisses me off, man.
I can take it and leave it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's
I
sure.
can't
use
wait
it.
for TikTok to be
You go on there if you
I've
started.
used it a couple of times. I have an account.
But if you started posting on TikTok and really start doing your shit on TikTok and see the reach that it has and what it'll do for you, you'll be like, yeah, I need this. This is way better than what I've been using.
Yeah, I need to expand.
It's easier to use. It's for the everyday person.
Let me get these last couple of days in.
Get your last go live. Go live on there for them last couple of days. Hey, I'm Guy Torry. I'm going live. TikTok up out of here, but I'm gonna see what I can do for last couple and watch what happens.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I know. Anywho, Guy, give it to us. Okay? You've been in the industry for some time. How many years?
Going on 30. It'll be 33 this year.
33?
Yeah.
I thought you was only like 41.
No, I'm 56, man.
56?
I just turned 56.
Happy birthday.
What-
Thank you. I'm
So,
12.
so we want to dive into you. So,
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
how
pause. You gotta say no Diddy after that.
Oh, Diddy. Yes. Oops.
done? That's what that's what Wendy Williams
We'll
said.
dive into
Diddy
you.
done.
That's another topic.
I need a full time out.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh man, the journey. I know it. Well, from my perspective, a lot of it started from your Phat Tuesdays.
Oh no, sorry, way before that.
But so just give me the journey of like how you got to that point.
Well, like I said earlier, I started as a PA in this business. I moved out to LA in '92 just to kind of like finish school, and then got bit by the comedy bug. You know, my older brother Joe was already doing comedy. He's already been on Def Comedy Jam. So you know, and I've always followed my older siblings' footsteps, whatever they did.
Are you youngest?
Yeah, no, I'm 5 of 6. Have a little sister.
Okay, nice.
So yeah, so just started doing. You know, I was a PA on the Martin Show, doing extra work, background work.
How was that too?
It was good. It was because I learned a lot, huh?
On that show specifically, how was it being a PA?
Oh, it was great. One of the greatest jobs I had, I say, because I learned the industry by being a production assistant. For those who don't know what a PA is, production assistant. So I would do all the errands that nobody else wanted to do.
Yeah.
The
Right.
emails.
But I was always funny. I was always cracking jokes on everybody. So the writers would come out of the writers' room to get jokes from me to put in the script. And I'm like, I'm kind of doing punch up without getting paid.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was a writer's assistant who was working on a spec script at the time, and he kept, you know, saying, giving me the script. Is this funny? I said, no, it ain't funny. You know, I said, say this, and then I said, let's write a script together. So we ended up writing an episode of Martin together, which is for people, what people tell me, one of the funniest episodes. But that's how I started. But then a stand-up career started taking off. Did Def Comedy Jam, and I had a decision to make: either continue to be a PA, or just dive into stand-up, full time. And that's what I did. I dove into stand-up after I wrote the script of Martin, and then I never really looked back. I did some writing along the way still, but yeah, it was stand up that brought me to the dance. A girl that brought me to the dance, and then Phat Tuesdays was the comedy that I created that really was a showcase to showcase black comedians who weren't getting a shot to be showcased, but it also showcased myself as well. So a lot of TV shows and big movies by being seen at Phat Tuesdays. American History X, which was the one that kind of like showed Hollywood I can be dramatic. I think that's where I got bit by the dramatic bug. Is, going toe to toe with Ed Norton, and that was an experience.
Yeah, give me that experience. How was that? Because was that your first dramatic role?
Yes.
And did he?
Yes.
And was there any sort of intimidation when you're going up against someone?
I didn't know who he was.
Right? You know, okay.
I didn't know what the fuck Ed Norton was before I did the we did the table read because I hadn't seen Primal Fear. The only thing he had done was Primal Fear.
Right.
And then we did the table read. It was like I thought it was just a normal table read. Oh, I can read the script. And it was Beverly DeAngelis was there and Stacy Keach and Ed Norton and Ed Furlong, and so we're doing the table read, and then I get a text on my little pager, call my manager and say I booked the film. I'm like, okay. And it's funny because I booked the pilot, like my first sitcom. I booked the pilot as well. So we shot the pilot, ended at like 2 a.m.
Oh wow.
It's called Good News. It was on UPN. And then I had to be on set for American Stretch the next morning at 6 a.m.
No sleep.
And that's two different to go from sitcom
to super comedy to super dramatic.
Super
dramatic.
It's shifting gears all the way.
TV and film alone. I mean, sitcoms are big and broad, and then films is subtleties. So to go, and then that was a very dark film, American History X. So, that was a big like mind switch. But God got me through it, and that was a movie that kind of like introduced me to Hollywood as an actor. And then, Phat Tuesdays, and then just really started, progressing from there. And just I like the dramatic stuff. Love doing comedies, but the dramatic stuff is what and being a bad guy. I love being a bad guy.
Yeah.
What's one of your favorite roles that you've played?
I would say it was an independent movie, to be honest. It was George Stubbs did an independent movie. It was called, what's the name of that movie? It wasn't Her Last Day, and that's Russ Parr. It was, I can't remember. J.B. Smoove was in it.
Oh, J.B.
Darren Henson was in it. I played, Richard Lawson was in it. I played a comedian. No, wait a minute, hold on. I'm mixing movies now.
There's so many.
I got nominated for both at the ABFF,
yeah.
American Black Film Festival, Best Actor, but I didn't win.
But like, who's one of your favorite castmates that to work with or that you've worked with so far?
Oh man, Eddie Murphy in life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say what Eddie Murphy in life because first of all, and Martin. I started as a PA on the Martin show, and then to be in a movie, and then Bernie Mac was in life, and I was on tour with the Kings of Comedy tour at the same time. I was shooting live, so that was with Bernie, like 7 days a week.
That was probably the most fun set to ever.
It was, man, and I'll tell you why. Eddie Murphy set the tone from day one. He came on the set day one. I told the director, let them go. Let them improv, let them do what they want. And to have somebody like that, he said, let them go. I told the director, let us go. Let's have fun. And that was a period piece. So to let us have fun on a period piece to be trusted, because I studied the period. I studied the 30s, late 30s, and the 40s. I studied all the slang from back then.
Yeah.
And because if you're going to ad-lib, you got to ad-lib slang that's period.
Yeah.
I looked at a bunch of movies from that. I listened to a bunch of music from that era. So for Eddie Murphy to trust us like that, it made the set fun.
Yeah.
Unlike the movie The Animal I did with Rob Schneider, it made the set terrible.
Is that like you typically prepare for films in that way, like where you're studying?
When you're doing a period piece, you got to immerse yourself.
You really study those characters.
I had to study, a Southern dialect and even it's funny because I remember doing the baseball scene. There was two background artists. I don't like calling them extras. Yeah, background artists who was high fiving, and I saw it. And I told the director, because directors shouldn't direct, actors shouldn't direct other actors. And I said, they just high five. That's not period.
They weren't doing that.
They weren't high fiving in the 40s. It was this, So it's you got to pay attention to those things.
I never knew that.
Yeah, but that's why you got to study. You got to study, immerse yourself in that era, and let it become
Have you seen Life? Oh my gosh. She
Eddie
young.
Murphy,
She
Martin
young.
Lawrence.
She
It
got
was a good movie.
one of the best comedy films
I've only seen it twice.
of what?
I've only seen it twice.
Okay, so
I only seen most of my movies
so
twice.
being in Life in a film like that with so many comedians, where you are, and then having the ability to improv, go
They
free.
gave you freedom.
Were there moments where everyone was trying to top
No.
one another or be funnier or
No,
break you in
that's-
character? No.
No, and that's the beauty of it, man. I mean, I felt like I just wanted to fit in. I just wanted to, fit in. We were all, no one was competing. Everyone played their role. Because you had, Eddie Murphy, of course. You can't compete with Eddie Murphy. Martin is, another one of my, mentors, and, but he was even a little in awe of
Eddie.
Eddie. And then Bernie was just Bernie,
Bernie don't give a, he don't care. Bernie
was
gonna
just
do what he
Bernie.
gonna do.
But Bernie played his role too, the dramatic parts that Bernie had in Life. And then Miguel Nunez was not a stand-up, who could do stand-up if he wanted to, but he's a very
funny.
great
He was
comedic
funny,
actor.
yep.
He played his position. Anthony Anderson, everybody played their position in the movie, and a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, was there a moment in that film specifically where it's like, okay, was there a challenging scene in that film? Which I probably wasn't, because everybody was able to do what they want to do. But was there a moment
Right.
for you specifically where it was like,
I say this in a few interviews, and I say this. It had to be the scenes with Cicely Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
Then you say Cicely Tyson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, was she in Life? Yes, she was in Life. She got cut out,
okay?
but she was in
I was
Life.
about to say, was she one of the chicks y'all was dancing around?
No,
partying
she
with?
played Eddie Murphy's mom.
Okay.
And her
They
acting
cut her out.
was so. She came to the camp.
It
we
didn't
all-
fit. It didn't fit for the-
I thought it did. I thought it slowed the movie down in the place where it needed to be slowed down, because it was this,
the whole time.
But when you saw, her and her relationship with Eddie, who played her son, the scenes that she had, man, her scene without even saying anything, I'm looking at her face and like getting ready to flood my line, because she had so much intensity in her eyes and her just not saying anything. And then I was able to look at dailies one day. Her and Eddie Murphy had scenes together. Some of the best dramatic acting Eddie had done. He hadn't done anything like that, because it was before Dreamgirls. So you saw him in Dreamgirls be dramatic, but in Life, have you seen them scenes in Life? Like when he's talking about how he's lost his daddy's watch and the scene. I mean, it was like, man, Eddie got chops too.
Yeah. Oh, for
But,
sure.
but the scenes with to answer the question, the scenes with Miss Tyson, man, rest in peace, was like, wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
So shifting gears a little bit, like during Phat Tuesdays, like what was the moment during the Phat Tuesdays era where you were like, oh, we're at the height of this, or where you knew that this was something special?
When I was doing the documentary.
At the end,
It
that was
wasn't
that.
until-
That was
yeah,
after
when you
it was
in
all
it-
over.
When you in it, you don't really. It's just like when you're in it, you just in it. I mean, some of the highlights, of
It
course,
was yeah. What was the highlight?
Richard Pryor coming to see,
Okay.
sitting in a booth. Eddie Murphy sitting at Prince,
Right.
and then Denzel. They coming in to see comedy, and like, and it was just, it's crazy. I mean, at the time, it was like, oh wow, where's it? But at the same time, it's like, I'm trying to showcase comedians, and I was fearless. I talked about everybody. No, I ain't give a fuck. Shaq, come in all the time and heckle, and we go back and forth. And Snoop, was always in there, and Tupac was in there a lot. He was one of the early ones that told me, get out your brother's shadow, be your own man.
Pac said that.
Da-da-da. Yeah, Pac used to always, he loved comedy. He used to always come to Phat Tuesdays.
He never laughed.
Yes, he did, man.
I've never seen Pac smiling and laugh.
Pac loved comedy. Most rappers, man, and artists love comedy, because comedians think we can rap, and rappers think they can be funny.
Yeah.
So it's a bond between the two, because it's almost the same, writing, setup, execution, punchlines.
Yeah.
They kind of go hand in hand.
With the
Talk about
climate,
that.
with the way entertainment is now, with this climate, has it changed for comedians?
Oh yeah,
Are you
absolutely.
able to still? Would you be able to still do
Like,
jokes
make
that
a
you've
moment
done
like-
back then? Now with his
Man, the world have gotten soft.
Okay.
A lot of bitches out there now,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I haven't changed. I give a fuck about cancel culture.
Yeah.
You don't care about it.
I don't care about it. Only person who cancel me is God and myself.
Okay.
Period. It's like if you, the cancel culture is so whack to me, because you have somebody who've been doing their craft for so long, and all the stuff, people that they hire, the people who eat off of, what they do, but also just what they do in the community. And they say something wrong, and now if it's the R word, you take some ass that you ain't supposed to take, then that's a different thing.
Sure, yeah.
But to say something and then just delete the whole career off of that thing, really, is whack to me. And it's usually people trying to cancel people, people who are just mad that they didn't follow their dreams and they stuck in some dead end ass job that they don't like. Then find your purpose, recognize the assignment, and then you won't fail.
So what would you tell? So what would you tell to new talent, individuals like Q, who's getting started off in the industry, and like Paige over is getting started off in the industry, even ourselves as filmmakers? Because I'm an individual, cancel culture scares me.
Doesn't.
Okay.
Now if you believe in God,
And I love him to death, but I just know to climb certain ladders. Right now, this industry
It's
will
bigger than
stop
God?
you. Not at all.
industry bigger than God.
It's not.
Talking to you.
Okay, ladder bigger than God.
It's
All
not
right
even
then.
close.
All right then.
Okay, so what would you tell then individuals that would be the thing? It's not bigger than God.
It's not bigger than God. And the thing about it is, no one's born without a gift. Everybody has a gift on this earth, right? And then you have to understand the assignment when you have an assignment. Sometimes you don't recognize it as an assignment. But if it's like with Phat Tuesdays, I didn't realize it was an assignment until I started doing a documentary. I was just doing something because I wanted to showcase black comedians who weren't getting seen. But I was fulfilling the assignment without even knowing it. So once you're given a gift, which comes from God, in my opinion, and you're given the assignment, that's the seed, right? And it's your job to put that, to take care of that seed, to water it right correctly, to put in the right soil, give it the right sunlight so it can grow. And if you're given the assignment and you have the gift and you do your part, you're not gonna fail. Period.
How did Phat Tuesdays get started? Like you just had the idea for it, and then you just went to the club and said, "I want to do." Like, how did you make that happen?
The thing about it was, growing up in St. Louis, I used to hear about the Comedy Act Theater, which is in Lamert Park in South Central, where Robin Harris made the spot. My brother Joe was already out here, and he was telling me about all the stars that came through. Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan would come to the hood to hear to this black comedy spot, and that's where people got deals. That's where Hollywood came to pick black stars or black comedians and make them into stars. So then when the riots happened with Rodney King, industry quit going to the hood to see comedians. Even the celebrities quit coming to the hood to see comedians. So when I got out to LA in '92, there wasn't all these stars that I heard was coming to this spot. I'm like, man, there's a lot of talent down here getting overlooked. Now, by the time I started Phat Tuesdays, I had an agent and a manager already. I was working, but I'm like, there's so many other people that are getting overlooked, that are talented. So I went to my manager at the time and said, hey, I want to start a room somewhere in Hollywood so they can come see, I want to bring the hood to Hollywood.
Absolutely.
I want to bring the hood to Hollywood. And so he had my manager at the time knew the booker at the Comedy Store, because there wasn't a lot of us in the Comedy Store, Improv or the Laugh Factory on Sunset. So he talked to him. They gave me the belly room, which is the smallest room in the Comedy Store. It holds like maybe 90 people. Gave me February. Gave me Tuesday night. The fuck, who goes out on a Tuesday night? This is way before Taco Tuesday.
The worst night and the worst
night.
Taco Tuesday wasn't always a thing.
Got it. So but by that I put blood, sweat, and tears into it. My own money.
Yeah.
Make my own flyers at Kinko's 2-3 in the morning, cutting, pasting, but it's the skills I learned as a PA, work with cardstock and all that stuff. But it was no social media back then.
Not at all.
It was just word of mouth.
Yeah,
I had no advertising budget.
Yep.
It was just like me going to movie theaters with the flyers and catching couples coming like, hey man, why don't you bring your girl out on a date, man? Come laugh a little bit.
You was doing it. That was you.
Yeah, me, and I had another comedian with me, Danny Green, my little sister who came in town for the summer. She was helping pass out flyers, and that's what it was. But there was no other room like it. It wasn't like I was doing some genius shit. I'd be lying if I say I orchestrated it. I was just in the moment. I was naive. But there was the Comic Theater was done. People weren't really going there anymore. And then people felt safer coming to Hollywood telling jokes. So the industry came back out. I hired a beautiful staff because, brothers like, men like beautiful women.
We do. We like it.
And they bring us out.
They bring it out.
So cool. And then so when the men come out, the other women gonna say, oh, there be men's is up in there.
Oh, yeah.
So they come.
And more come.
And it was just a perfect storm. And then you throw in on a given night, Tupac sitting over there.
Right.
And that's-
Denzel over there. Prince.
when you
she
can
was
say
his ass
that,
in there.
now it's getting crazy.
Yeah, so now I was like, oh man, I was there last Tuesday. Prince was there. What?
I'm going there too.
The Rock was there. So
The Rock came as well.
Yeah, that was the advertising. That was the word of mouth.
Do you think that there's an opportunity for that kind of magic to happen again?
It does, really. I mean, if you look at Chocolate Sundays, which is
Chocolate Sundays is
the Laugh
Chocolate
Factory,
Sundays is
it came after Fat Tuesdays.
Yep.
You look at Mo Better Mondays or Monday Rays.
Yep.
Monday, that came after Fat Tuesdays.
Shout out to
It was called Freaky Mondays back
Our
then.
homie Steph, I think Steph runs
Right.
that.
They weren't doing urban nights before Fat Tuesdays. None of those clubs. Matter of fact, some of those clubs, don't want to say names, were mocking Fat Tuesdays. They was calling it nigga night.
Damn.
Until they saw how much money was rolling in.
They said,
And they're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
wait a minute.
Yeah, we can
Figure
get
this
money
out.
off these niggas.
Yeah, let me figure this out a little
Man,
bit.
to be honest, that's
Yeah.
what it was. Somebody one time went and took a comedy store. You know, they took a spray paint can and put X over RE. It was comedy store. It was being funny, but
Yeah.
but it saved the comedy store's ass. Comedy store wasn't doing well at all back then. And I heard from them their mouths. They credit Joe Rogan for bringing it back the second time after I left. But what kept it open that time was Phat Tuesdays. And the accountant told me that. She's like, "Your Guy Torry." I said, "Yes." He said, "Without your room, we've been closed our doors." But
And it's cracking now.
it's cracking. Well, it's back cracking.
Yeah, it's but
Yeah.
It's never and it's one of the main spots everyone goes to. I see all kind of comedians now, which reminds me too. Nowadays, a lot of influencers are doing stand up.
Yeah,
They think
Social media.
and I think
social media is
Social
as
media.
Bob Sumner calls it.
so. That's my thing
Social
to you.
medias.
How do you feel about that? Do
It's
you feel
entertainment.
that
It doesn't bother me
doesn't bother you
at all.
I mean,
It's like
which I don't think it would, but do you think they are taking the craft? Because I tell people all the time, stand-up comedy is a craft. It's not for everyone to just
they'll
try
crash and
out.
burn. The ones who don't take it seriously.
Okay,
Some of them already have.
Yeah.
Comedy, you gotta love this shit.
you got some.
It's gotta be here, up every night, late night, drunk audiences. I mean, you gotta love it. And if you
Taking
don't love
L's,
it, taking L's,
Booed.
yes, and you gotta, and otherwise you won't laugh.
Have you been booed?
I haven't been booed. I had a joke booed, but not booed off stage. Never. Have I had bad sets? Absolutely.
What
Tons of
what
bad
qualifies
sets.
as a bad set? No one laughs.
No, because I got my first standing ovation. I hated my set. I'm very, very picky. I'm very a perfectionist. In my first standing ovation, I flubbed 2 jokes. I was in Detroit, Fox Theater, 1995, Def
Detroit
Comedy
is a
Jam
tough
tour.
crowd too.
And
We don't play no games out there.
I didn't even know I had a standing ovation. I flubbed 2 jokes. I went off stage and I was backstage kicking shit, being a little bitch. And Kid Capri was like, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "Man, I flubbed 2 jokes." He was like, "Man, they stood up." I said, "What?" He said, "They stood up." Because I didn't like look at him and look. I don't hit the home run and look forward to go to the fence. I'm just gonna run the bases, take my ass back to the dugout.
Okay.
So yeah, so to me, it's like if I don't connect to the audience, that's a bad set to me.
Got you.
If I don't connect, if I feel like we don't have a relationship, and I'm not banging you, then that's a bad set for me. For me, laughter is great.
You're not
Don't get it
banging. It's
twisted.
crazy.
You gotta.
I see what you mean. I see how you
You
spun that.
gotta make that audio squirt.
You gotta make, okay. I see
I'm
where
just
you.
honest.
I
That's
see
what-
where you
that's my
going
analogy.
with that. I see. Okay.
You gotta bang that back out.
You got okay. That makes sense. Let me ask you this, and I want to move on to our to another segment, and I want to ask you too as well, Q. Dream role. If you have the means right now, what would you consider to be a dream role for you?
Beyonce's thong. No, I'm just joking.
Oh, wow, we.
Okay.
Be a thong.
Yeah.
Let's be a thong and
yeah.
give one for a project. No, I'm joking.
Give it to me. Give me like maybe. Give me
It was,
like.
it
Give me
was
like
a
maybe
sweaty roll. It was a hairy
Yeah.
sweaty roll, but I
won an amazing award for it. But give me like maybe the genre, maybe who you would have on that, maybe who you would
Dream
maybe
role?
have, right? Maybe kind of.
to be, you know what? To be a likable villain.
Who would you consider a likable villain too?
Like I'm interested to see Denzel in the next Black Panther. He's gonna be a villain.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
We're gonna like him regardless.
Yeah.
What about even Robert Downey is going to be
He's a
Doctor
beast,
Doom
too.
in the next Marvel
He's a
saga.
likable villain. You know, like Jack Nicholson as the Joker.
Joker.
You know what I mean? Even
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger.
Phenomenal.
Man, I mean, they were
People
villains,
love
but
the
they
Joker
were
no matter who it
yeah,
is.
man.
He's a terrible person.
Didn't like the new Joker though. The second,
Jared
the
Leto?
sequel. Though. I
Oh,
like the first one. I didn't
that
like the
new,
sequel.
With Lady
But
Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
Oh, that was trash.
That was terrible.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
they
ruined
they
it.
just called it the joke.
They had potential,
And
the
took
first
the R off.
That first one was
first one was
really
good.
good.
Oh.
That second one was.
The first one was good because as a comedian, that's who we are. I related to the first Joker because we're sad clowns, and we go home. It's sad because it's you know we're on the road. We do our shows. You can be in a theater of 10,000, 12,000, and then you know you go back to your hotel room by yourself. You just all that. A lot of us. I mean, some people do groupies and women. Don't want to call them groupies.
Wow.
But whatever. But you know, for me, I have to come down after a show. Like I have to smoke a cigar before I go on stage for anxiety, and then after a show, I just went on this emotional roller coaster for an hour and a half on stage. I need to come down. I need to smoke a cigar and relax and decompress. So it looks all like it's fun and games, but most of us have to decompress after a show.
So you've always been like that. There was never no turn up after you do a set.
Not when I was younger, but I didn't know any better.
All right, how'd that go?
But yeah, I mean,
Let me grab my glass. Talk to me about the 90s when it was different times.
I had my share of sheet pullers.
Oh yeah.
You know, when you're done, you just pull the sheet up. Okay.
What was the best thing? What was the best thing?
Best thing, every
Best-
man, DC, Houston. I mean, Dallas. I mean, Miami.
Hey, they got him.
Miami is the one.
It's like I could see his mind.
See,
He said
he
Miami.
going back.
Memphis.
Flashbacks.
Memphis.
Memphis?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. That's fun in Memphis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What about Chicago?
Chicago got some nice women. Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
That was nothing compared to Miami.
No,
Miami
it
took a
sure,
back.
it sure ain't nothing compared to that Miami, okay? Nothing compared to that.
Memphis and Miami. Man.
You, Green Road.
I guess I have two. One would be to be a lead in like a dystopian film. Another
Okay.
would be to be y'all know Allison Felix, the track star.
Oh yeah.
She won a bunch of gold
I
medals.
can see you playing her in
That is,
a
like, my
biopic.
dream role. In
Absolutely.
A biopic? Oh my god, I would love
I
to.
could definitely
'Cause I used to
see
run
that.
track.
I ran track, yeah. Oh, that'd be perfect.
So look at us, track runners, and not Brandon. We all ran track here.
Not run track.
You did?
He did tracks. He got
Oh,
tracks.
oh wow.
He got tracks.
Jeez,
His
Louis
sister got tracks.
Brandon.
His sister got tracks.
Yeah, God, yeah, we all track stars here, B.
Different type of track
Track
stars.
stars. Okay, I gotta go check out because I didn't know about that. Okay.
Yeah, just
I
look up her
I
name.
totally
She
see
has a
it
lot of
now.
medals.
Oh, you know what we didn't ask you? Like when you stopped acting, why did you stop?
Touche.
Oh.
We're supposed to put a pin in it.
I'll let her finish and then I'll get into that.
That was basically it.
Okay,
Just
cool.
those two.
All right, we're gonna go back over here.
Okay, that's
You know, it became stressful for me. First of all, I know it's a necessary evil to audition. I wasn't that great at it. You know, a lot of roles that I got, I didn't have to audition. American History X,
Big movie too.
Don't Say a Word. You know, that was a dramatic movie with rest in peace, Brittany Murphy. Runaway Jury was the same director. Didn't audition for that. But it's like as a comedian, I don't like the way Hollywood doesn't care about your life. Got an audition today. Drop everything and come read for this role. But I'm a mother. Oh, I'm a dad. I have kids in school. I don't care. You want this role? Drop it. Somebody else will do it if you don't want it. It's like that respect. And then as a comedian, I got, you know, I'll have dates, road dates. Gotta go. And they just want you to forget about that and just go audition for this
And that's
part.
guaranteed money.
Yeah, it's guaranteed money.
Guaranteed money right here on the table.
I got mortgages and shit.
Yeah,
And mouths to feed.
yeah.
So at that part, or they love you. Nobody can play this role but you. You can have the right comedy, the right drama, you know. And then you go in, you cancel a road date, or you cancel, you go a day later and miss press to promote your shows, and then they give it to somebody who's never acted before. They loved you to you know. So it's just that tug of war of you know, when I'm being a comedian and being an actor. In the audition process, I just sucked at it.
Yeah.
But once I got the roles, the ones that I get, you gonna get me. I'm a killer.
Just that entire.
It's just that whole audition process. I have anxiety. It's like It's like, man, but it's a necessary evil. So I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
So what was it about?
And certain roles
I
I
had to
wouldn't
plug my film.
Absolutely.
What was it about Hope Street Holiday? Shout out to my casting director Natasha Ward, who found you and recommended that we work with you and all of that. But what was it about it that made you say that like you're gonna come out of retirement?
First of all,
to work with us?
I missed acting.
Okay.
I love acting.
Yeah.
I love acting, but I missed it. You know, stand up is great. Don't get it twisted. But the acting is a different energy, different muscle, different beast. I missed it. It was a good script. It was, I didn't have to play a gangster. I didn't have to, put on certain clothes I'm not gonna put on. So, and it was a good, wholesome script that flowed. It was a character that I hadn't really played before, so it was a challenge. Not to be the funny guy, not to be the angry guy, but to be, a mentor guy. So it was different, and I wanted those that challenge to play it straight.
Yeah, thank you.
know,
I appreciate it.
It's great.
That was a good cast,
We told
too.
Natasha that we wanted a comedian to play that role, even though it's not a comedy. Like
Right.
we just like wanted the energy of that character
Right.
to for the audience to be able to.
And your last film,
Resonate, yeah.
you comedian Desi. Wait a minute, not who? Your last film?
Oh no! You're talking about wait.
No, what was your last film?
My last film that I just did with KP.
We did Suckers.
We did Suckers, and we did
Lovers
Lovers
and
and Friends. We
Friends.
did a romantic
Right.
comedy, and
Okay.
we did a vampire comedy.
Okay.
But you might be talking about Pardell, where we have
Yes.
the-
Yes.
the-
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, he was also on Hope Street Holiday as
Right.
as the cinematographer.
Right. And so I'm sorry. Yes.
Right, yeah.
I met him. It's funny because
But Desi was great in his film.
Desi was great in his film. Yes.
Which one was Desi in his film?
He
The
played
villain.
The villain.
Oh, he was
Villain
great.
and Pardell.
He was the best part of that entire film.
Same thing,
Oh,
like
Desi.
he's a comedic actor
Right.
that played a villain
Right.
in the movie.
Right. He played it. Yeah. Because sometimes, like I said, as comedians, our muscle is to be funny, but you got to fight against that. Yes.
Guy, I want to know. I want to move on to our last segment here. If you were locked up in jail, I'm basing it off of life here.
for
Okay.
life.
Locked up. If you had to be locked up in jail, you can have 5 comedians you'd be locked up with, past, present, whatever. Who would you choose?
It's funny because I have a podcast I'm working on. I have a similar question, but mine is a little different.
Okay.
And mine is, and I ask comedians, if you had to pick one comedian dead or alive, they had to do a set to save your life, who would it be? Right. And
you answer that
I
for me, too?
like that one too. I like
that.
one too.
But who would
mine
yours
is
be for that?
mine is Bernie Mac.
Easily. I can see that.
Mine is Bernie Mac.
And when you say save your life, you
Save
mean
your life.
to make people laugh.
Yeah. If he bombs, I die.
Like on Michael Jackson. Remember the time when Eddie Murphy and girl was like,
my brother was in that video actually.
Entertaining.
He was in that?
He's in there. He's
I
an
just
extra.
watched that. Okay.
Because John Singleton directed it.
Phenomenal.
And done Poetic Justice with my brother.
Yep.
So he
Yeah.
put him in him and Zeus was running. He was one of the little pharaohs running.
Oh, yeah. I do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So give me 5.
5.
You need the list?
Yeah, let me do the list. Yeah.
I mean, you can go off. You don't have to just
So
stay
5
on
to be locked up with.
Yeah.
5 to be locked up with.
They don't have to be on the list.
They don't.
They
Okay.
can be people.
Think
that
of
you-
jail right now, 2025.
Yeah, I don't see my brother on the list.
I put him on there.
And
put
Joe,
him on
and
there?
I Joe because of his confidence,
Okay.
his arrogance, and his quick wit. I would say Richard Pryor
Okay.
because his storytelling.
Okay.
Richard Pryor and Mike Epps. You can say they're great storytellers.
Yep. So Mike would be on there too.
Well, Richard kind of cancels Mike out.
Okay. So
right?
Joe and Richard.
Yeah. Right. I was Bernie, of course.
Bernie.
Bernie, of course. Because just his raw, just rottler, just
Yeah.
pit bull style of comedy, bite your face off. Bill Burr.
Really?
Yeah. Well, yeah, Bill Burr. Bill
Okay.
Burr is very funny, and the way
Yeah.
he looks at stand up. And I would say Moms Mabley. Moms Mabley was about her business,
Wow.
and she
She wouldn't take no shit.
right.
Yeah.
And she was just funny off the rip. How many is that? That 4 or 5?
That's
That
5.
That's 5. Moms Mabley. Always gotta have a woman.
I'm glad you threw a woman in there.
Always.
You should have put some on this list.
I did.
Shame on you,
Yeah.
KP.
I ain't seen any on it.
in
It's
jail.
not on it.
I was like, well, in jail, you
Moms
can't throw that in.
Mabley got just about much pussy as we did.
Oh, did she? I didn't know that. I didn't know. Q, you can bounce around. You can throw some chicks. You can do. It's fine. It's just a matter of like,
Now
you had to
ask
be like
her, because you, which is your favorite talent that you have? Is it singing? Is it dancing? Is it
Oh,
acting?
that I do?
Yes.
Good question.
Favorite?
Yeah. Out of the ones you have,
Dang.
huh?
I'd probably say acting.
Acting. Okay,
Yeah.
so ask her that same question with 5 actors or actresses
Yeah.
in the cell.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay. Viola Davis.
All right.
Gotta have the snot ready.
She don't have to think about it.
Yeah, she right into it.
Viola Davis. Zendaya. Halle Berry.
Halle Berry. You love Halle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like
Halle can act, man.
She can.
Don't get into Halle Berry with KP, bro. He has some hot
Got
takes.
some hot takes, but keep going.
that's fine.
Keep going.
That's fine.
We're not gonna get into that today. No Halle
Yeah.
Berry disrespect will be tolerated.
Angelina Jolie.
right.
And I can't think of her name, and I don't want to disrespect
What movie?
her. I don't even know what movie she was in, so it's fine. I'll
Black,
pick somebody
white?
else.
Yeah.
Old, young.
She
I
passed
get
away.
Cicely Tyson?
Betty White? Well, Betty White was beautiful. I don't know why.
No, it's okay. I can't
Okay.
think of it. And then the last one, I'd probably say, Angela Bassett. Angela Bassett.
Oh, Angela. Yeah.
Brandon, what you got? That's a solid.
Life. No, I'm gonna go. Since it's jail, I'm gonna
Jail.
go with the roughest crew that I could put together.
I was wondering why
We
nobody
gotta have
thought about that. You
protection.
gotta have one enforcer.
Joe.
buddy.
That's why I said Joe.
He like that?
I said
Street?
We gotta have
You be
some
tripping?
street guys.
Yeah, that's what I was like. At
that
least
can
give me
get-
one
That
street.
can get me right in the community, in the facility. Okay, so I know I'm gonna go with Bernie Mac because he's from Chicago, right? He from Chicago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he on time.
Chicago. Mike Epps.
Yeah. That's a good one. And you ever gonna get some weed?
Some weed. I need some weed. I'm gonna go with I'm a pull Adam Sandler in there with us.
Okay.
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 And then let's go Kevin Hart because I need a nigga smaller than me.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Good one, Cat
I
Williams.
feel like Kevin can talk you out of some shit. He don't lie.
and Cat Williams.
Cat, yeah,
And
Cat.
Cat Williams.
They gonna get into it too much.
Cat is smart.
That's
Cat,
what I love.
Cat's IQ is 160.
Oh yeah, he's
Well, that's
smart.
real. Probably,
He's
no, it's
smart.
real.
He knows his way around.
He's Mensa.
He knows his way around.
Roy,
everywhere.
Roy,
He was on my mind. I thought about saying
Give me
Cat
three.
Williams' brain.
locked up in jail. 3 comedians. Where you staying? Who gonna be there?
Comedians. Chris Rock.
Okay.
Rock one of my
Bill
favorite
Burr.
too.
Bill Burr.
Thing. Trying to think of a woman too.
Oh, you don't have to.
I love Eddie Murphy.
Eddie's on my.
Oh, you know what? Because I didn't throw a woman in there, I'm gonna go with Wanda Sykes because she
Wanda
that's
Sykes is the last one.
funny.
Wanda Sykes is fucking
That show that her and Mike
hilarious.
Epps got is
Yeah.
hilarious.
She killing on there. Patrick, give me 3.
Mike's
You got-
killing it too. They all killing it.
Bill
People love Bill Burr, yo.
Bill Burr's
Oh,
funny,
yeah, it's-
man.
It's hilarious.
This is okay.
Murphy and maybe Dave Chappelle.
Oh yeah, Chappelle. Oh yeah.
That's why one of y'all left on
It's so
game.
many.
It's so many.
It's
It's,
so many.
hard, man.
So
It's
many.
hard, bro.
I had to go with the ones that I thought was tough.
And then you gotta think about too. How long were you locked up for? How long was you? Let's say a year.
One day is too much.
One day is too much. So one day with them would make everything a whole lot better. Okay, yeah, nice. Hey, listen.
Everybody said Diddy. No.
I had Bill Cosby
funny,
on here. What's up? He funny.
Bill Cosby is on my comedy Mount Rushmore.
He has to be. People barely be sleeping.
Great storyteller.
on Bill, amazing stand-up comedy.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, it's just, but and that's
Free pill
that's
Bill.
everything.
Free pill
Free
Bill.
pill Bill. Damn,
Bill.
damn, Bill.
Pre-pill bills.
So you wouldn't. So y'all fine. Bill came to kick it with y'all. You wouldn't let him come kick it with y'all, and he falls in jail.
Yeah, that was a Bill kicker. He's so hypocritical sometimes though. He's a great stand-up. He's one of my favorite, man. But you know, it's just kind of a
He
kind of
can't be pilling people.
Yeah, but I see what you're saying because he he looked at different comedians a certain kind of different way. Didn't
Yeah,
he?
he's dog Def Jam.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
because of the language. But if Bill off camera is Def Jam,
Crazy,
the
right?
cameras ain't on. He's Def Jam. So yeah. Sorry.
Man. Well, listen, guy, I really appreciate you for stopping by. Q, I appreciate you stopping by. God, let us know what you got coming up next. Where everybody can find you.
Well, always on tour. I'm not sure when it's going to air. I'm in Long Beach at the Terrace Theater on February 7th. Sacramento, if you watch fans in Sacramento, I'm there February 8th. And just go to my websites. I have 5. Because on one website can't contain me.
Yeah.
But just go to the main one, guytorry.com, GUYTOR.com, and it links to all the other 4. And a 6th one on the way. But guytorry.com. Social media, at Guy Torry.
Yeah. Would have been on TikTok if...
Guy Torry live on TikTok.
Yeah, it's coming. He gonna do something before it ends. He gonna go live.
Slide in at the end.
We should start it right now with you.
Please.
And go live.
I got it. I started it.
Q, let everybody know where they can find you, what you got coming up.
For sure. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok at Q Williams Official. I will be coming out with the YouTube channel as well, and you guys will see me in a feature film coming out next year.
What's the name?
Good.
Shadow of the Sun.
Shadow of the Sun.
Before we get out of it, tell us about your with as much as you can tell us about it.
I can only say so much. But it's basically about Aztec culture and what would happen if we made the gods mad. What would we do?
Ooh, so it's a thriller or a drama?
It's a drama. Well, it is a little bit of a thriller, but it's like an apocalyptic type of film. So a little bit of both, you know.
Yeah.
Got it. If you made the gods mad. Oof.
Yeah, what would you do?
What would he do? Oh.
What they gonna do? I ain't yeah, they gonna do you make them gods mad.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's been another episode of Movies and Models. My guy B More, take us out with letting know where they can find you.
I am B More on everything. Follow me.
Yeah.
That's it. Follow me.
That's it.
On everything. I
Follow him on everything. I am B More.
though.
Yeah, how do you spell it?
Oh, it's IMBEMORE.
See, yeah, that could have went a couple different ways.
Yeah.
Thank you. He don't never spell it out.
B More.
And we don't never put it on here either. That's the edit.
Like Baltimore, we have B-Mo.
Not like Baltimore. Not from Baltimore.
No, Jesus, no, not like Baltimore. God,
I love
People
Baltimore.
do ask me about Baltimore every time they hear my
I
name.
love Baltimore.
do you?
Man, I do. I get, man, I'm telling you.
You love Baltimore.
The audience, the energy audience, man. It's like Baltimore, Cleveland, Detroit,
Baltimore has a lot
St.
of culture
Louis.
like Detroit. Yeah.
They make you earn them laughs.
Okay.
You know, and
Baltimore's-
there's cities that they work hard, and they come and you gonna make me laugh.
It's a hard working city. It's a lot of culture.
Cleveland, man, Detroit, St. Louis, BMO, them my right there.
Them some tough spots out there,
Yeah, man. They need to laugh the most.
Yeah.
Memphis, all them cities that's got a lot of high crime, they need to laugh the most.
Yeah.
And they make sure if you ain't funny, they gonna kill you too.
Damn. Sheesh Louise.
That's what makes it good because it's tough.
You better
You better figure it out.
It's tough, but when you figure it out,
Or you ain't going
you
home.
feel the energy of it.
That's it.
I'm Cinematic KP. This is Movies and Models. Subscribe, like, follow the channel. Appreciate y'all.